I really want to start going to the community and giving back. I may be the only first comedian to do this, but I came up with the idea earlier this morning. This is what I want to start doing because God has been good to me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've lived a good life. If God was to snatch me on up and say, "Come on, boy," I'll be okay with it because, for a fact, I know that I did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah. And you know what? We've had someone that lives in Los Angeles that fights for the rights of the homeless too. And we so another young lady from Texas as well. She even washes their clothes. She has a nonprofit that go get
Yeah,
their clothes and she washes their clothes and she returns it. And I think that you're correct. I think sometimes we have it so good we don't pay attention to those who have less than us, or we think we gotta, I the other day I saw this guy, this talk about homeless people at the store. I was going to store for my pops and them, and this young guy said, "I don't want any money, I'm just hungry." And this black lady, because he wasn't black, she says, "Get a job." She was just so rude, right? And so everybody was looking at her like, "You better hope that you." I told her, I said, I jump in people's business. I shouldn't do that. But I told her, I said, "Sister, you one paycheck from being just like that young man. You better keep your life right." But I went inside the Chinese place and bought him some chicken, fried rice, and water. That boy started crying. And I'm just thinking that we don't know when it's going to be our turn. So we can't be so hardy and so rude and hollering Jesus and God and don't have God like and Jesus like manners.
yeah. You're right, Miss J. You're right. And T-Bone, you were saying, there's so many people sleeping under the bridge up there in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Brother, let me tell you, it's all over the United States. Yeah, man.
It's really
It's
sad.
all over the United States. This is one reason why, Miss J and I started this talk show. And the reason for that is uplifting the community talk show is because of what you just said, because of people struggling.
Yes, they are.
People has no direction. People are homeless out there. We got to uplift these people and let them know that, hey, like, hey, it's a light at the end of the tunnel,
Yes, sir.
and you got to be part of it too. You know what I'm saying? We got to, let them know that they can't just sit down there and don't do nothing. If you don't do nothing, believe me, the buzzards are gonna eat you up
Yeah.
because you dead.
Gotta give them some life.
You
Yeah.
know, you
Yeah.
got to give them some life, and how
Yeah.
we give them life, we uplift them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I really appreciate what you just said, that you're gonna go out and start, talking to the homeless, giving them some hope. Sometimes we don't have money to give them, and we don't because all of us struggling.
That's
By the
right.
time we done paid our little bills and stuff and things, well, then we don't hardly have no money left for us. But one thing we do have, T-Bone, and that's our voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. And that's a great thing, man. You're taking your God gifted talent and going giving it and sharing it with, like you said, the young kids that's disabled.
Yeah.
That never get a chance. Yeah, that never get a chance, man, to go nowhere
Yep.
or to listen to a comedian
Yep.
or to laugh. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Or make somebody laugh in the audience. I look at it as I'm on a platform where I got freedom of speech, man. What black man really jumps into comedy to where you got freedom of speech wherever you go, really. But on a platform, on a stage, at the improv, hyena, or wherever I'm at, I got freedom of speech, and I appreciate that. I love that. I'll never probably go up there on stage being phony because I'm not about that. I just try to keep it real, and the audience, they like how I keep it real. So that's what makes me do the
Yep.
things I do, and like I say, man, I really I love what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing.
Well, what I like about it too.
What would you?
Oh, go ahead, John. I apologize. Go
Go ahead,
ahead.
Miss J.
Me or
No, go
you?
ahead, Miss J.
I appreciate it. What I want to talk about that I really like about what you're doing is that you include your wife, and you made like a really valid point. A lot of times couples, they got separate careers, they got separate lives, they just separate, but they call themselves a couple. And the fact that you guys are working together, and maybe you don't always be able to work with your husband, so I'm not naive in that manner, but if it's any kind of way that you can work together, I think that builds a bond. And you're also showing the kids a healthy relationship, or working, at least a working relationship. Sometimes it's not what you say, is what you do that help people. And so
Right.
I just wanted to applaud you for that, because I know a lot of comedians and they're not with their spouses or whatever. And so to be able to work with your spouse and show that example to the young kids in the community that y'all work together, y'all, you're trying to do the best you can, you're getting it out there, you're a team. You could be teaching relationship without even speaking a word. So I just wanted to say, I look at stuff like that because sometimes it's a message in the things you do versus what you say.
Exactly. I talk about it on stage. I'm a marriage counselor. I'm everything because I'm not gonna say my relationship is squeaky clean, but mistakes I made, I overcame them, and I'm still standing. So I'm gonna tell every black man, keep it real with your wife, keep it real with your companion, keep it real with your mate. That's the only way y'all gonna make it. You can keep it real with your homeboy, but you're gonna go home and keep it fake with your mate. That's not right.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's real.
Right, man. You're right. That's a mountain of wisdom right there.
Yeah.
Keep keeping it real with your homeboy and be fake with your wife.
Yeah,
Don't.
that's gonna be on my next subject when I talk about it. You just gave me an act, man. See?
All right. Well, I need my 10%. I need my 10%. Talk to wifey. That was my idea, wifey.
I got you. Your check will be sent in the mail. Your check will be sent in the mail. Let me send a shout out to my sponsors. I want to send a shout out to 9mm, which is an energy drink. This is a veteran young man. He's been in the army. He's a veteran. He just came out with his own drink. He's a black man. He got them Japanese sponsors. Shout out to Don Tex 9mm. I want to send a shout out to Linton and Dental. These are the people who take care of my teeth. I keep these diamonds in my mouth.
Oh, he's a true comedian.
Yeah, I got Yellowstone diamonds. I went to Africa to get these diamonds.
Lord.
Yeah.
He is a true comedian, I swear.
Henderson Chicken. I want to send a shout out to who else? My barber. And I want to send a shout out to Internet and In the Spirit Entertainment. That's it, man. These are the people who help me out. Yeah.
Hey, if a young person wanted to be a comedian, what would you tell them to do?
And you're not forgetting.
No. Yeah, that's good too.
That's the quality that I like seeing in people. When they make it, they don't forget who was the one that put their fingers together, you understand, and let them and raise them up, by their heels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real talk.
And that's the quality.
Yeah, selective memory, John. Once they get what they need, they don't remember you no more. That's why I call it selective memory. I got one question though, and then we're gonna start give you a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna try to close out. If a young person wants to be a comedian, or even an adult, they just realize, I've been funny all my life, and I think I want to go for it, what would you tell them?
Come see T-Bone. Matter of fact, I help out comics. This is why I do my own shows. Let me just kind of go back and let you know how I started this. When I was doing what I was doing, I was working with bigger comics than me. By me working with them, they gave me my own plateau. So I said to myself, I'm better than them. They've been in the game longer than me. They made more money than me, but it was like a challenging thing to me. So I said, I'm better than them, and I can do my own thing. I got my own crowd. So what I did was form. I jumped out on a leap of faith. I said, Lord, I hope this works. I'm going to do this. I know I can do it. So I started doing my own shows here in South Dallas at Emerald City. Shout out to KK. Shout out to Alina. You understand, over there at Emerald City. That's my home. That's why I throw my shows. They got an Emerald City in Chicago. They got an Emerald City in New York.
Okay. So what would you tell the comedians? So what would you tell the comedians if they wanted to become one? If someone thought they were funny and they came to you and said, look, I think I'm funny. What do you think I should do? What would you say?
Work on your craft. Make sure this is what you want to do. This is hard. It's not easy. When people don't feel you, they're gonna might boo you. So you got to be ready for all of that. And just prepare yourself for the letdown. Prepare yourself for a good show. And all right, keep your head up, keep doing what you're doing. But that's what I'm doing. I'm helping comedians. Back to my story, I'm helping comedians. I'm helping comedians and putting them on the show and paying them at the same time. I'm helping people that don't get on shows. I'm helping people that just go to the improv on amateur night and just do that. So I'm helping them try to build their own people, get them out there, and let them have their fun. You know, that's how I'm giving back.
That's major, because that's major.
I told the audience, and we discussed it earlier. If you can give us a little taste of your material, can you do that?
Yes, I can.
All right, everybody. Okay,
you gotta introduce.
All right, everybody. What I'm fixing to do is introduce you to T-Bone, and he's gonna give us a little taste of his material. Go, T-Bone.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I said. You got to say who?
Who? I said who's there?
I didn't hear you. My bad. You know I'm in Dallas. My bad. Let's start it over.
Okay, let's go.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo, boo.
You know what?
I can't hear you. No, listen. We're going in and out. Let me do it one more time.
All right.
Knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo hoo.
Stop crying.
That was weak.
All right. You know why God made me short?
Why?
To let your stuff go over my head, Miss.
Oh, here you go. I like that one. I'm going to steal that. I like that one. That was a good one. I'm going to steal.
This one for the guys that are married.
Uh-oh.
Please, fellas, if you're married, man, I'm going to tell y'all, stop playing out on your wives, man. Please stop playing out, because one thing I know, I married a woman that can fight. And that's the only way I can get myself together, if I marry, if I got a woman that's feisty and that can handle me. So to you guys that are married and there's you running over your women, man, get you a woman that can fight. And I guarantee you won't play out on her no more. Real talk. I got bumps to show you.
You know what? Your poor wife. Oh, poor baby.
Hey, I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it real.
Well.
But, yeah.
Yeah, so so I'm assuming. Go ahead, John.
Well, that was pretty good. I like that. I like that, T-Bone. But we only got 3 minutes left on the show, and I'm gonna ask Miss J if she would go on and close us out.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, before we close out, I want to thank one of the authors that donated books. Me and John are doing a literacy program to some private libraries across the country. We sent some to Texas, California, and New York. So the first author I just want to thank really quick is Natalie Kennedy. She donated 3 books, and shout out to Natalie, indie author. We appreciate you. And Mr. T-Bone, I don't even know what to say. You got me lost for words with them last 3 jokes. But you were a great guest. I really appreciate what you're doing for the community. And, keep in touch with us. Oh, and we appreciate you. And keep in touch with John and let us know what's going on. And if you got a project, you're doing for the kids, just let us know and we'll post it out there, because that's how we do. Okay.
I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm ready to come out to California. I'm ready to come out there and do my thing. So y'all get ready to see me. Get ready to look for me. I'll be out there soon. I'm gonna give you this Oak Cliff style, this Dallas, Texas style, and I'm gonna hit y'all in y'all mouth.
Lord, pray for us. All right, and
I wanted to let the audience.
Oh, I'm gonna hurt you.
You know,
I'm gonna hurt
Miss
you.
J is Miss J is.
don't say where I'm at. Don't say where I live. That's what you're doing.
I know.
Oh.
She's an author.
Oh.
And she has the book Afro Man. So you guys go out. You can get that book on Amazon. So y'all go out and support. Okay.
I thought you were gonna tell them where I live, John, because you know sometimes we get a little friendly. You got too much information. I was like, oh, don't tell them where we live. But it's Afro Man and the Protectors Danger Stranger book. So it's a book for kids. It's not for adults. It teaches child safety. And so he always forget the Danger Stranger part. It's a safety book, and it's really doing quite well. And we got African, little chocolate kids look like us, and we got a few other kids in there too. But it's a great safety book for the kids. And John, do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I just want to thank T-Bone for coming on the show. It was a really good show. I really enjoyed myself. I'm glad to be back. And we open it up with a really good guest. And you guys, just go out there and, and be blessed and bless others.
That's right.
Back to you, Miss J.
Yes, and again, we thank you, T-Bone. We really appreciate you being our first guest. That we're back, and all I can say is John and Jackie is back. Peace and blessings.
Yay! Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, with that said, I'm gonna say good night to everybody.
Yes, sir.
God bless y'all.
Peace and blessings. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you.